Welcome to Stonk Insights, stock crypto analysis discovery. Let's go. Let's just quickly get into this video because it's going to be long enough as it is. So I did state in my last Chronos related video when I was talking about tomb forks that's on Chronos right now, and my plans with these tomb forks or whatnot. So I did, state that, I was going to get into the Pegasus Dollar Launchpad, and that was going to be, talking about that. So let's do that right now. We're going to start here with Savanna Finance. So to take part of the Pegasus Dollar's Launchpad that just happened, you needed Savanna tokens to do so. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm in the M share. Okay, I got in at a very, very low price, way below this 18,500 here. And let me just say that, this has been the most consistent printing on Chronos that I've had, and the price has just been appreciating for the whole time that I've been in this project here. Okay, kudos to MMF for this project. It's just spectacular that I've made my money plus a whole lot more, and now I'm able to actually make more money with taking part with these launch pads because it takes a Savanna token to do so. I just want to say that real quick. Big ups to Savanna. But then what happened is I was taking part of the launch pad. I committed my Savanna tokens. I had about 45 tokens at the time, which came to about $118. No, it wasn't a lot. Now with the overflow method, with the oversubscription that they had, so that basically means that there were more Savanna tokens that were given towards the launch pad than the actual Pegasus tokens that they were giving out. So with the overflow method, my $118 was cut down to only 18 bucks. Okay, and it was very early in the morning, and I was trying to wake myself up. I was looking at how much of the Pez, which is the Pegasus Dollar token that I had about 0.018, and I had just assumed that the entire $118 was used. So I did math and I was thinking, wait a minute, this Pez token is going to be released at $10,000 per token. And, I just couldn't believe it. That wasn't the case. I checked my wallet. I had most of my Savanna tokens back, unfortunately. Okay, and I'm going to explain why, unfortunately. But anyways, I had 0.01 or something like that. It came out to like $18 in USDC, and I was like, okay, I had 18 bucks, what can I do with this? That's going to lead us to this page here. Okay, so this is the Pegasus Dollar App. I showed this in my last video, but now you can see more because they opened up the bank, the boardroom. Bonds aren't open because the Pez token is way over peg. So, unless the Pez token goes under peg, then this bond room is going to be open. But since it's over pegged by a multiple of 11 or something like that, it's going to take a while before this bond room opens. But anyways, what I took a part in was this Pez CRO liquidity pair. Okay, so I had $18 of Pez and 18 bucks of CRO. Okay, whoop-de-doo. Then I deposited in here, so I had about $36 worth deposited in here. Okay, the total APR at the time was about 12,000%, and that came to about like 20% a day or something like that. So it was a quick APR, plus the Pez token was rising so fast that the liquidity pair was just increasing in value, even though I was having it in permanent loss, but still it was still more than what I would have had if I didn't take part of this whole event. Plus I was getting that 12,000% APR, so I didn't do the math. I'm sure I still came out a little bit down with the permanent loss, but it helped that I was giving that 12,000% APR, plus with an appreciating asset. So when it was all said and done, that $18 in Pez turned into $180. So I 10x, which was great, but it could have been so much more if I was able to actually have the entirety of my Savanna tokens committed towards Pez. But it is what it is, and I still came up, and I wasn't mad about that. Okay, so what I did next is I liquidated this liquidity pair. I had $180. Then I bought Spez and MTEF, created a liquidity pair, which came out to about 185 bucks. This is down actually. I don't know if I got those screens. Yeah, I do. So yeah, this is Spez. I bought at about 708 here, and you see where it is right now. That's not really good looking. And this is ETF. I bought in about $170-ish, and you see where it is now. So yeah, this liquidity pair is not doing good. As you see, the APR was about 3.4K or something. So it's still really juicy, so I'm still making over there, and I'm hoping for this to recover. You don't see me whining or looking crazy at all, because as I explained to you, this whole process was free basically, okay? I bought M share. That has appreciated in value. Okay, so what I bought appreciated in value. Been earning Savanna tokens this whole time, and I used those Savanna tokens, not even what I've earned this whole time. Okay, so I've already claimed a few times, and I got those funds deployed in other places. This was just the Savanna that I had at the time, which was 118 bucks. Then off of only $18 of that, I 10x that, and I took those 10x profits and I put it into the METF / Spez liquidity pair. Okay, so even though it's down, it's free money that's down, so I'm not whining about it. I'm believing that this is going to recover, just because this is still very early. But while I was recovering or whatnot, I am making a juicy 3.4K APR. So I cannot complain about that. All right, so just keeping it moving. In my last video, I was in the V3S finance. You've seen that. So you see here, I'm at 0 right now. So I am completely out. So, I bought in somewhere back here, when I made that video at like $3.80 somewhere. So you see, we had this little bitty spike, and then it came all the way down to $1.90 here. Okay, so like I said in that last video, I was kind of skeptical with V3S, just because they didn't actually come out like a Launchpad with VVS. Okay, but you see, I just been claiming funds and just riding the wave. And then actually last night, sometime at 3-ish in the morning, I don't know what it was, I just woke up randomly, but there was plenty of buys, and I woke up right in time, and I actually got out somewhere up here at the top. I mean, I'm telling you, I woke up right in time, and I was watching it like go up, and that kind of kept me up. And then I seen it come up here. I started to see some pretty sizable sales, and yep, I got out. So this actually turned out better than expected, but obviously when I was down here, I wasn't really happy. So what I'm going to do with this, this isn't off my radar, but I don't have any fear missing out with this here, just because of what I experienced. But if I do see it go below $3, somewhere in between this low and this low, so somewhere in here, the 230 range, I may be looking to buy again. All right, and we're gonna just quickly talk about a couple of new projects with Finance. Okay, I mean, they are just pushing out projects like crazy. But this right here, this is just a governance proposal for the MMO optimizer, okay, or the optimizer, which is one of the vaults they have, and they have a coin, which is the MMO token, which has also been appreciating in value. So without going into it too much, we're just going to talk about this portion right here. Okay, so there's something that you can vote for. They're going to take a snapshot on April 10th, and anyone who holds MMO or have an MMO liquidity pair and wallet staked or in a dividend pool or liquidity pair pool, you're going to be part of this. Okay, so if you have any MMO or any MMO liquidity pair that's been created, you will have some say within this voting. Okay, so again, the date is going to be April 10th to April 11th at these UTC times, and you have two options. You either have the option to say, yes, I support the lifting of the max supply and implement liquidity mining incentives. So basically there's a max supply of tokens of the MMM token. So if you're saying yes, you're stating that you want to lift that max supply, then you want to also implement liquidity mining incentives. Or option two, you're stating that no, I do not support the lifting of the max supply, and you want to keep the cap max supply as it is right now. All right, already a long video, but look at this. MMF is coming out with another Launchpad project. They're coming out every week with one of these projects, okay? So this is Scrub Finance, okay? So Scrub Finance is a multi-token protocol which consists of the following two tokens, the Lion token and the Tiger Share token. So this is going to be another fork of another tomb fork. As we can see here, we're seeing a Lion token and we're seeing a Share token. They don't say anything about a bond token. I haven't really taken a deep dive into this. I'm going to actually look into this myself, and I encourage you too if you want to take a part of this. But the Lion is pegged to the price of one Savanna via the Cinerage, or however you say that. The Lion is also the first algorithmic stablecoin pegged to Savanna. So this starts in a day and 14 hours. They're going to have 300,000 Lion on sale. Take a part of this is also going to take Savanna tokens. So, just like MMF said, they are really building up the ecosystem around Savanna. And I can see this having Savanna token just shoot to the moon. Okay, so even if I don't take part of this, I may not, but I'm sure they're going to be a Savanna, whatever, the Savanna Lion liquidity pair token. And I'm sure that, the Savanna token is going to shoot to the moon. This is just, my thinking. Okay. The same thing happened with MMF when this was the premier Launchpad token. And I can see that happening with Savanna. So I'm not sure I'm going to take a part of this or not. It may be profitable if it does the same thing that the Pez token did with the METF token. The Pez token is like 11 multiples of the METF token. Okay, so that's massive. That's a good thing. If the same thing happens with the Lion token and it becomes 10 times, 11 times more profitable than the Savanna token, that could actually be super profitable. Not financial advice, so do your own research, look at the history of these other tokens and see what happened, but that's just something that I've observed. And back to Savanna, man, I'm just telling you, I just love this. Money printer go bird. This has just been a printer for me. This has just been the greatest economic opportunity so far this year. Okay, but whatever your thoughts, leave them in the comments down below. That's the end of this video. So let me know what you guys think. Are you in any of these projects? Which ones are money printers for you? Which ones have you gotten wrecked on? Have you been able to save yourself like I did with the V3S token? And again, I'm still looking to get into that, but it has to be in the right price now. I got in at 380. I seen it go lower than half, so I know that it has some legs to go down. So I'm just gonna be watching it. If I do get back in it, I'll let you guys know. But whatever your thoughts, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you guys again, and I'll catch you in the next one.